Glad to have you with us from Ross-Ade Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the TCU Horned Frogs and the Purdue Boilermakers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
The Purdue Boilermakers have a unique and beautiful stadium. Ross-Ade Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana is a fun place to watch a game. The gold and the black, the home of the biggest drum in all of the bands. Not only that, every time the team scores, a loud train whistle gets the crowd riled up. Guys, back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And the Horned Frogs headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. Out of the end zone. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Boilermakers offense will go on the attack first. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. Churned out more than 150 yards and found pay dirt a couple of times in their victory last game.
And how good has this guy been early this year? Sort of a dark horse. No one really talking about this guy in the Heisman talk or the Doak Walker talk for the nation's outstanding running back. He has just been carving through defenses early this year. This is a rising star in this offense, David, that people can no longer ignore.
And I love what the coaches said about him. It's the attitude every day. He always worked hard. Like all through the preseason, they saw it. They saw some glimpses of this guy could be really special. And then once the game started, it continued to add up, and he truly has come out of absolutely nowhere.
Snags it over the middle. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. And the Boilermakers getting set on 1st and 10. Hits inside, it's 4. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. Let's go and make a statement today.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Throws to the wideout. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Smashes it between the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. So the TCU Horned Frogs offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him. Mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press them and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to that guy.
Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
The Horned Frogs moving quickly to the line.
Obviously, massive play by the offense, picking up a big first down on an explosive. But, David, third down defense, it's one thing to allow a first down, but you've got to make tackles. You can't give up explosive plays like that. At the end of the day, it's all going to come down to fundamentals, and you know that is driving their defensive coaching staff crazy.
It's so frustrating. You want to be great on those boxes, right? You want to check those third downs. You don't want to give up explosives. Well, you just did 2 and 1. That's not good for this defense, right? They've got to control that third down a little bit better. They got to snatch some momentum back, and you got to tackle better, man. You got some opportunities to get guys on the ground. You got to accomplish the mission.
And the Horned Frogs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Hands it off on the counter. Swamped immediately.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. This time they'll throw it. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And this has been a really good first drive, man. You talk about scripting the first however many plays. It's different for all the coordinators. Nice drive down the field. Now set up in a third down situation. Let's stay aggressive. Let's capitalize on this momentum and not try to kick these field goals because, you know, kicking field goals,
Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Sees a crease. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Moves the pocket. It's Herrera. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, TCU! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And he puts through the extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. First play of this drive. Setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Horned Frogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Keeping his eyes downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Way too much grabbing and tugging there. No way the official's going to miss that one. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. Tells the run, wants to pass. Outside the pocket, lets it go. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Motion from the wide receiver. Turning it on. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Caught behind the line. It's Callahan. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down. The Horned Frogs look to keep this drive humming. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Trying to establish the run. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Now on the counter. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Tight end now in motion. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Throws to the tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Keeps it moving. It's Ford. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Might as well run him again. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Running behind that left side. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, he's got some space. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Dropping back, it's Herrera. Turns it upfield. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The Boilermakers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Fires it incomplete. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Push is ahead. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Boilermakers will go for it here on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Hauls it in, the first down and more. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. The Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. He'll take a shot. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. From the gun. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be
going for it all. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the 2nd half.
Timeout taken by TCU. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Swings it out to his running back. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. The Boilermakers decide to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Horned Frogs will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields the punt. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. To the air, it's Herrera. Fires to the wideout. And they're not on the same page there. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time it's complete. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Timeout called by Purdue. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Boilermakers come to the line after the big connection and going back. Fires toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Moving out to the right. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Out wide right, it's Booth. He stopped well short of the line to gain at the 22. Not a chip shot field goal, but certainly makeable. We'll see what they do on 4th down. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And they go back on top. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, welcome in to our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the Charlotte 49ers. Now back to your game in West Lafayette.
The Boilermakers will kick it off to start the second half. He'll take the return, trying to get better field position. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
I caught up with the Boilermakers head coach coming out of the locker room. Their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. After getting nothing done on the last one, this is a big play, 2nd and long from the 11. Gives it. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Horned Frogs are flying down the field. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll give it to him again. There he goes. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Snap on first down, wants to throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. The play fake. Under pressure. And down he goes.
I got to be honest, I don't know if I've ever seen a defense contain this quarterback the way this defense has in this game today. Multiple sacks. They have been so disruptive. Multiple guys up front winning their one-on-ones. And you got to give the D coordinator a ton of credit. He has dialed up the perfect plays and the perfect moments, and they have made this guy's life a living nightmare today.
After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Still down by 2. Chance to take the lead out the window. Guys, tough break there.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. There's a little room there.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Across the 25, he's got room. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Purdue! Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And how about that for a capper, a 43-yard run for 6. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Gets the back moving. Drops back on first down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Long way to go on second down. They'll go to the air. Still looking. Trying to make magic with his feet. Breaks into the open. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. They'll stop play here for a moment to have a look at this injured Horned Frog. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Handed to the back. Breaks the tackle. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Second down to the air. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. One final quarter to play, and a W in the win column at stake as we open the fourth. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man across the middle. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. From the gun, running back on the move. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Back to pass on second down. Got his man downfield. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Running inside, it's Thomas. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The Horned Frogs want to crank the tempo. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
That is such a great job by the offense, putting together a touchdown drive when they needed it most. Not a lot of time left to go, but if their defense can get them the ball back, they've got an opportunity to kick a field goal and walk out of here with a win.
And the extra point splits the uprights. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the returner will be brought down. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Hey guys, down on the Boilermakers sideline, there is a lot of excitement because this offense is outperforming a much higher-ranked team defensively. They know they've got an opportunity in this game with the lead and the ball, but they have got to play clean football right now. Right before they huddled up to take the field, the coaches are yelling, execute, execute. We'll see if they're able to make that happen and keep this lead. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The give to the back. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. TCU calls its second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. Timeout taken by the Horned Frogs. That's their final one. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Here comes the heat. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. Straight ahead, it's Booth. Past the 6. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments they can jump up and bite you.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.